It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. We're at Talking Stick Resort Arena in downtown Phoenix. Tonight, it's the Phoenix Suns getting set to match up with the Toronto Raptors. The Suns win the opening tip. They'll have it first as we get going in the desert. Oubre to Rubio. Booker. His first effort off the mark. It's the Raptors with the basketball. So Lowry. Strong finish at the rim for Marc Gasol.
Oh, that's a great way to make an opening statement. It's about the team that's able to punch the other team in the mouth first. That's exactly what you want to do if you're the road team.
Oubre to Booker. Oubre to Booker. Rubio. The rebounds corralled by the Raptors. So Lowry. Pascal Siakam. Here comes the screen. And he's going to the free throw line.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
And hits the first free throw. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Rubio into the front court. They're down 3. Ricky Rubio missed his first. That one goes.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
The ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. A drive to the basket, but the shot won't go down. Here's Rubio into the front court. Down a point. To Booker. To Kelly Oubre. The Suns with 4 to shoot. Trying to cash in. Gets it to go. Didn't have many choices there. Lets it fly.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
And count the basket inside.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
To Rubio. Nothing going here on that drive. Well done, Kyle Lowry. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Rubio to Kelly Oubre. Devin Booker. Smothering D. Powell picked up by Booker. To Lowry. To Gasol. From the painted area, won't go down. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Here's Rubio up top. They can go 2 for 1 if they hurry. To Booker. DeAndre Ayton. good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there.
Woo, I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
Marc Gasol, 3 for 4. Good start.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
And scores on the step back. Unguardable Jay. Long heave from three-quarters court. Clock runs out. The Raptors in front. One quarter in the books. This has the potential to be a good one.
Both teams are trying to feel each other out, but I like the aggression that both teams established in the first quarter. This is the first quarter league. The way you play in the opening minutes really sets the tone for the rest of the game.
Marc Gasol, terrific shooting. He's 4 for 5.
Old school equals high percentage.
Booker with it. They trail by 7. To Mikal Bridges. Here comes the screen. Mikal Bridges. To Rubio. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Powell to Lowry. Off the assist.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Suns control the possession. To Booker. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
From the outside, no good. To Booker. Mikal Bridges to Rubio. Ricky Rubio, 3 for 6 now.
Ricky's never really been the guy to look for his shot first, though he did average a career high in points per game last season, and it all starts with that blow-by first step that sets up his opponent.
The screen sets him up for 2.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Rubio into the front court. Right now, down 7. Curling inside. Nice finish at the rim.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Screen coming. Lowry matched up with Kelly Oubre Jr. Lets it fly from long range, and Kyle Lowry still able to get it to go down after the closeout.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
Rubio. Slam dunk, DeAndre Ayton. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
Here comes the screen to Powell. Doesn't get the bounce. Here's Rubio into the front court. Down 6. To Booker. Has a chance. Cleans it up. Oh, and a putback.
Ed, I got a chance to hear a lot of the conversation at the bench, and one of the things they called out was owning the backboards. Looks like the message is really getting through.
Got it.
He's been doing this for years, the physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Here's Rubio up top. Now down 6. Booker. Well defended. Desperation shot here from half court. Time expires to end the first half. The Raptors have the lead.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports Halftime Report. The Raptors put together a nice half and were rewarded with a solid lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Toronto Raptors. The Suns would rather be on the opposite end of the scoreboard. They don't have a single player that can claim double figures in scoring. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Phoenix Suns.
Game track. Points in the paint.
The Phoenix Suns are in a situation where if I was the coach of the team, I'd hope they'd be insulted by the way they gave up points in the paint. Going into the second half, these guys really need to have some pride and be more assertive around the basket defensively. They allow most of those interior points in the opening quarter.
Player of the half.
Lowry has already put together a pretty nice highlight reel for himself, and that's just after one half of basketball. He did a lot of scoring, and it probably won't stop anytime soon. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Lowry into the front court. Up 6. And he dunks it down for 2.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Phoenix with it. Rubio to Mikal Bridges. No, I missed a short one there. Powell to Lowry. Well done, Kyle Lowry. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Rubio to Booker. Nothing going here on that drive. Add 2 points to the board.
The assist from number 11, Ricky.
Kyle Lowry with the rock. To Powell. Here comes the screen. Lowry They work it down to Gasol. Beyond the arc for three. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those three things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
To Booker. Oubre. To Mikal Bridges. Shot clock violation. Lowry. Almost, but no good.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
To Booker. Shot from the lane won't go.
One of the best kept secrets in the game, utilizing a head fake. Get the defender in the air, crack into him. Don't give the refs any excuse not to call foul. I put that one on you. You went up a little bit lazy.
Into the front court, it's Booker. The deficit now up to 13. Mikal Bridges to Booker. Here comes the screen. Knocks it down on the step back. That was not easy.
Ooh, I'm telling you from experience, his teammates will never let that one down.
Lowry. Able to convert inside.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Booker to Rubio. To Kelly Oubre. Nothing going here on that drive. The Raptors able to clear the board. Lowry into the front court. The advantage is 13 points. To Gasol. That's no good. Rubio. That misses with 3 seconds left. That's the end of the third quarter. It's been all Raptors. It'll be Suns basketball as we begin the fourth quarter. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ballgame.
To Booker. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Marc Gasol tips it.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Kyle Lowry has got 2 shots coming, shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. First free throw is good. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. It's Phoenix ball. Has a look. Ricky Rubio. Now 4 for 9.
Oh, he buckled his knees so bad, it didn't matter if he scored or not. That's a win for the internet.
Siakam matched up with Kelly Oubre Jr. Right time, right. Knocked away. It's getting dangerous down there.
Ed, I hated getting my shot blocked like that, but I did like getting the ball right back.
Pascal Siakam to Gasol. Down low. Short jumper off the mark. Rubio into the front court. The deficit now up to a dozen. To Mikal Bridges. Booker to Mikal Bridges. Here comes the screen. Trying to cash in. Cleaning the offensive glass. Marc Gasol sends it away. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Marc Gasol. Mikal Bridges. OG Anunoby sends it away.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
And the rebound belongs to Phoenix. Oubre to Mikal Bridges. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Toronto with the basketball. Lowry in a matchup with Booker. Here comes the screen. Lowry to Gasol. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Oubre to Rubio. Mikal Bridges to Kelly Oubre. Devin Booker. This guy can beat anyone straight up. Devin Booker, good closeout, still knocks it down.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that three despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
To Lowry. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Lowry fires the 3. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. Phoenix has the ball. Rubio to Kelly Oubre. Booker to Mikal Bridges. Goes to the left side. Rubio. The rebound comes down to Toronto. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The result, he's going to the line.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Nope, first one does not go. Missed the second as well. Booker with it. His guys down by 9. That's rebounded by Toronto. It's the Raptors with the victory as they get a good win on the road. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Raptors were solid in today's victory. You ask me, and I'll tell you it was the ball movement that made all the difference. There's something to be said for a team that can win as a group, and that's what happened here today. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Toronto Raptors. The Suns put up a fight, but didn't get their hands raised at the end. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Phoenix Suns.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
The Toronto Raptors were able to stretch the defense because of how effectively they were scoring from long range. The opposition couldn't make the necessary adjustments and now have to settle with a loss.
Player of the game.
Marc Gasol wasn't satisfied with just getting steals. He had to insist on getting a bunch of blocks as well. Now that's what I call defense. We handpicked them for you. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of Ed Cohen and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.